Discipline is the key to achieving anything you want in life. It's the ability to push yourself to take action no matter how you feel. Without discipline, even the best goals can remain just dreams. But how do we develop this critical trait? The first step is understanding why discipline is important. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but about doing something every day. The problem with most goal setting is that we expect immediate results. But true achievement takes time, and consistency is what leads to success. The second step is defining your goals clearly. Without clarity, it's easy to lose focus and get distracted. Break down your goals into specific, actionable steps. A goal like, I want to be healthy becomes, I will exercise for 30 minutes every day. The clearer your goals, the easier it is to stay on track. The next step is creating a daily routine that supports your goals. Discipline thrives on routine. When you make your goal-oriented actions part of your daily habits, they become automatic. For example, if you want to read more, set aside 15 minutes every morning to read. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. But what happens when motivation fades? The truth is, motivation is fleeting, but discipline is what gets you through. When motivation fades, discipline picks up the slack. And that's where many people fall short. They wait for motivation to strike. But discipline is about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. You don't need to feel inspired to stay disciplined. You just need to keep going. Think about professional athletes. They don't wait for motivation to hit. They train every single day. The same applies to anyone looking to achieve their goals. You must rely on consistency, not just inspiration. Discipline is the muscle you need to train to get better at sticking to your commitments. And just like any muscle, it grows stronger with practice. But how do you build this discipline in the first place? Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one thing. If you're trying to build a fitness habit, begin with 10-minute workouts. Once you've built the habit, gradually increase the duration or intensity. Small wins lead to bigger results over time. It's not about making huge changes overnight. It's about consistent, steady progress. And with each small step, you build more confidence in your ability to stay disciplined. The key is to show up even when it's hard. Eventually, it won't be so hard because your discipline will have taken root. But what if you miss a day? Don't punish yourself, simply get back on track the next day. Discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. And when you remain persistent, you begin to see results. The next step in staying disciplined is setting up accountability. When you have someone to hold you accountable, your chances of success increase drastically. Accountability partners can provide motivation, encouragement, and help you stay on track. Whether it's a friend, family member, or a coach, having someone check in on your progress keeps you committed. Regular check-ins help remind you of your goals and the actions required to reach them. This simple practice can boost your discipline and make you more consistent. But what if you don't have someone to hold you accountable? You can still create your own accountability system. One way to do this is by tracking your progress. Keeping a journal, a checklist, or using an app to track your habits can help you stay focused. You'll start to see patterns in your behavior and identify areas that need improvement. Tracking also gives you a sense of accomplishment as you check off each milestone. Over time, you'll start to feel more responsible for your actions because you're actively monitoring them. Another powerful tool is creating rewards and consequences. When you reward yourself for meeting your goals, you reinforce the habit. Rewards don't have to be big. They can be simple, like enjoying your favorite treat or taking a break. On the flip side, consequences for missing goals can also keep you disciplined. For instance, if you don't stick to your goal for the day, perhaps you set a limit on entertainment for the next day. Rewards and consequences work because they tap into your psychology. We all like rewards and we dislike negative consequences. Both motivate us to stay disciplined. But staying disciplined also requires managing distractions. Distractions are everywhere, and they can easily pull us off track. Whether it's social media, TV, or even our own thoughts, distractions challenge our discipline. The key to overcoming distractions is prioritization. If you focus on your most important tasks first, you'll ensure that distractions have less of an impact. One strategy is to eliminate distractions before you start working. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a quiet, focused space for yourself. The more you control your environment, the more you control your actions. Another way to combat distractions is to set specific times for certain tasks. Allocate time for checking emails, social media, and taking breaks, but outside of your productive hours. This creates a structure that allows you to stay disciplined while still enjoying leisure activities. But discipline isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Focus on tasks that bring you closer to your goals. Isoe and eliminate unnecessary work. Identify your biggest priorities and commit to them. You don't need to do everything, you just need to do the right things consistently. If you find yourself overwhelmed, remember this: progress is better than perfection. Don't let the fear of not doing things perfectly prevent you from starting. The goal isn't to be flawless, it's to make steady progress toward your objectives. Even if you fall short one day, it's okay. Just get back up and try again. Progress is the result of staying disciplined, not beating yourself up. By focusing on steady improvement, you'll develop the resilience to keep moving forward. And resilience is a key trait of the most successful people. They don't give up after one setback, they keep pushing through. It's this persistence that leads to long-term success. So be patient with yourself. Consistency and discipline take time to build, but the results are worth it. Now let's talk about overcoming the biggest challenge to discipline: procrastination. We've all been there, putting things off until the last minute. Procrastination is the enemy of discipline because it leads to rushed work and missed opportunities. But there are ways to break free from this cycle and stay on track. One powerful technique is the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working for 25 minutes straight, followed by a 5-minute break. It's a simple system, but it tricks your brain into staying focused for short bursts. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break to recharge. This approach helps you stay disciplined without feeling burnt out. But it's not just about time management, it's about overcoming mental resistance. The hardest part of any task is getting started, but once you begin, momentum takes over. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Instead of thinking about the entire project, focus on just the next small step. This reduces the feeling of overwhelm and makes it easier to get started. Another key to overcoming procrastination is setting deadlines. Deadlines create a sense of urgency that motivates you to act. But be realistic with your deadlines. Don't set yourself up for failure. Giving yourself a reasonable time frame helps you stay focused and avoid last-minute panic. But what happens when you're tempted to procrastinate? In those moments, remind yourself of why you started in the first place. Visualize the benefits of achieving your goal, whether it's career success, personal growth, or financial freedom. The pain of procrastination will always feel worse than the discomfort of discipline. To make the process even easier, eliminate distractions before you start. Set up your workspace, close all unnecessary apps, and put your phone on silent. When you create a distraction-free environment, you remove excuses and make it easier to stay disciplined. But discipline doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. Life happens, and sometimes you need to adjust your plans. Being disciplined doesn't mean you can't be flexible when necessary. If something unexpected comes up, take a deep breath, reassess, and adjust your schedule. The key is to remain committed to the process, even if it means shifting priorities. Discipline is about maintaining a long-term focus, even in the face of obstacles. And that's why building resilience is so important. Resilience allows you to stay disciplined even when things don't go as planned. It helps you bounce back from setbacks, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your discipline and resilience. Remember, setbacks aren't failures. They're simply part of the journey. The most successful people aren't those who avoid failure. They're the ones who learn from it and keep going. It's not about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. So stay disciplined, stay resilient, and keep pushing forward, no matter what. Your goals are within reach, and every small step gets you closer to them. As long as you remain consistent, disciplined, and resilient, success is inevitable. Don't let short-term distractions derail your long-term vision. Stay focused on your goals and trust the process. Consistency, discipline, and resilience are the keys to achieving anything you set your mind to. So take control of your actions and make today the day you start building the future you want. Now that you've got the tools to stay disciplined, let's talk about long-term sustainability. Discipline isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. To maintain your discipline over the long run, you need to take care of yourself. Prioritize your physical and mental health as they are the foundation for everything else. Make sure to get enough sleep, eat nutritious food, and exercise regularly. A healthy body fuels a healthy mind, making it easier to stay focused and disciplined. But it's not just about physical health. Mental well-being is just as important. Take time for yourself, meditate, and practice mindfulness to clear your mind. Managing stress and staying mentally sharp is critical for staying on top of your goals. Balance is key to sustaining discipline. Burnout is a real threat when you push yourself too hard without rest. So make sure to incorporate breaks and downtime into your schedule. Taking time to recharge is not a sign of weakness. It's a necessity for long-term success. In fact, rest can improve your productivity and focus when you return to your work. The next step is developing a growth mindset. When you believe that you can improve through effort and persistence, discipline becomes easier. A growth mindset helps you view challenges as opportunities to grow, not obstacles. This mindset shift makes discipline feel more natural and less like a struggle. With a growth mindset, setbacks become learning experiences rather than reasons to give up. Embrace failure as part of the process because each mistake is a lesson. The most successful people are those who embrace their failures and use them as stepping stones. By viewing every experience as a chance to grow, you make discipline a tool for success. Another powerful strategy is to constantly reassess your goals. Periodically check in on your goals and evaluate your progress. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to adjust your approach. Discipline isn't about being rigid. It's about staying flexible and willing to learn. Ask yourself, are my habits still aligning with my goals? If not, make small adjustments and continue moving forward. The ability to adapt while staying disciplined is crucial for long-term success. One of the most powerful ways to maintain discipline is by celebrating your progress. Small wins are significant milestones on your path to success. Take time to reflect on how far you've come and reward yourself for your efforts. Celebrating progress not only boosts motivation, but also reinforces your discipline. Acknowledge the hard work you've put in and use that energy to propel yourself forward. And remember, discipline is a journey, not a destination. It's something you continuously work on day by day, month by month, year by year. But with each step you take, you're moving closer to your goals. The beauty of discipline is that it becomes easier over time, as long as you stay consistent. The more disciplined you are, the more successful you become. It's that simple. Discipline is the secret ingredient to achieving anything you set your mind to. It doesn't matter how many times you've failed. What matters is how many times you keep trying. And with every attempt, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. So take the first step, stay disciplined, and know that success is just around the corner. The power to achieve your goals is in your hands. Stay disciplined, trust the process, and watch as your dreams turn into reality.